tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 16 carries, 53 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
On 2nd and very short, Ryan. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Floyd Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
From the 16, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Hey, Echo. Twist. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with McKissick. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, it's Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Elliott is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football.
And Freeman lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
You got 3 down. I got 2. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third and long, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spot right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Ryan. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Falcons grab it. fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now it's Ryan. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now it's Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And he gives it to the 30 when it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Allen Bailey, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Ryan under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Trubisky will throw, and that will be incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man. Complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Now Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.